Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Faith, and today guys I'll be checking out this video from Officer Tatum, and it's titled Ben Shapiro fires Candace Owens over Israel. Are you for real? Has it gotten to that, you guys? Oh my gosh, I'm excited to find out what this one is all about. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please consider subscribing. Give this video a massive thumbs up, comment, share, and all that good stuff. And without much ado, let's see what this video is all about.
Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, I did not want to get involved in this conflict, and I will not be involved in this conflict. Everybody and their mama know I'm biased. Candace is like my sister, but I want to be impartial about the way I talk about this because I don't know Ben Shapiro very well. I don't think I've met him but one time. Me and Candace Owens are like brother and sister. So I know Candace Owens very well. I know her heart, and I'm biased towards Candace. But I will, for this video, just kind of put out what's going on between her and Ben Shapiro. And I don't see Ben Shapiro's response, but Candace did an interview with Tucker Carlson. So I'll play a little bit of Tucker Carlson's response. I'll put some tweets online of the conflict between Candace and Ben. And I'll just say it like this. It's unfortunate that there's a conflict. I hate to see it happen that way. I saw the things that were posted on social media, and I saw the things that were said in private events. And I would just say this. I wouldn't have said, in my opinion, what Ben Shapiro said. I wouldn't have said it. But he's entitled to his opinion.
Of course.
Candace and I may see the Israeli conflict slightly different. I don't think she's wrong. We just have a different of opinion. I have a different perspective, so I wouldn't say some of the things that she said, but I don't think she's wrong. And Ben Shapiro, I think that I wouldn't have done it like that, but I don't know what to say about that. I don't know what make him think that calling her and saying that about her, knowing that they have a working relationship, what made him so upset, because I've seen a lot of things that Candace has said. And
you guys, I'm very surprised to read the caption of this video, because if truly that Ben Shapiro fired Candace Owens over a comment she made over Israel, that is going to the extreme on Ben Shapiro's part, because these two people are colleagues. They work together. And I know that Ben Shapiro knows Candace Owens very well. He knows her perspective on issues, and for him to have done something like this is taking it too far and taking it too personal, because I believe they would have just sat down and settled all of this in private. Let me know what you guys think about this video, and let's see what Candace has to say.
I don't think that is that big of a deal. It's just Candace has a perspective, and she this is where she's evaluating the situation as. I don't necessarily think it's like an egregious attack for a certain perspective, but also I haven't seen everything. But let me play the clip of Candace real quick, because it's the only response video I've seen. And then for people that don't know what I'm talking about, it's in this clip. Roll the clip.
The internet was dominated yesterday by video of Ben Shapiro, who you work with at the Daily Wire. I think it's fair to say attacking you. Here's the video. I just want to get your reaction to it.
Tucker always, he know how to spun it up, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, the question was about Candace Owens. I think her behavior during this has been disgraceful. Without a doubt. I can't cause that. Yeah, and she still works for my company. And I think she's been absolutely disgraceful. I think that her faux sophistication on these particular issues has been ridiculous. It's not faux sophistication, it's ridiculous. Everybody can see the moves that she's making and the things that she's saying, and I find them disreputable.
So maybe there's a point in the video where he explains what exactly you did wrong, how you were wrong. I haven't seen it. But to call somebody, quote, absolutely disgraceful.
Candace is still whooping people, and she pregnant. Look how big she is. Look, that baby about to come out after the show, and she's still whooping them. Let me say this about Candace. I'm not trying to be funny. Yeah. Candace, I've never met another human like Candace Owens. Candace still do her podcast. She still fly around the country to speak, stand on stage, slapping liberals around. She's literally on Tucker Carlson. This can't be in Nashville. So Candace she don't stop. She have no chill. She literally probably about to come out, and Candace probably do a video at the hospital. That's how cold-blooded she is. But anyway, Roll the clip.
So particularly a coworker seems like a pretty big step. What? And I really don't know the background here. What is that about?
You know, there isn't much of a background. I saw the video when everybody else saw it when I woke up.
No one warned you about it.
Nobody warned me about it. It looks like maybe he didn't know he was being recorded. It looks
Yes.
like it was some sort of a private event. I got no clarity on the issue that he was particularly speaking on. And in what was said, I can't respond to it beyond what he's saying because it's just ad hominem attacks. I don't know.
Yeah, because it's not, we disagree, or
Yeah.
I don't think she's correct, or maybe she doesn't know what she's talking about. It's absolutely disgraceful.
Yeah, exactly. And so I can't respond to it on a level of intellect because there's nothing that he has expressed in that, at least in that short clip, that he fundamentally disagrees with in terms of what I said. But I will say that
That's true.
I'm not going to respond with the same ad hominem attacks.
Yes.
I don't think it helps further discussion. And if that was me that was caught on a video saying that about colleagues that I work with, I would be embarrassed. So I think that the video speaks more to Ben's character than it speaks to mine.
Has he texted you to apologize or explain or anything?
No, nothing. I haven't heard a single word. It just was sort of something that he said. And you know what? Ben and I have many disagreements, so I don't think that that's particularly something that's interesting.
And just for clarity, because I really don't know, is he your boss?
I think there's a lot of misunderstanding about Ben's involvement. He's not the CEO of the Daily Wire. He
Yes.
is not making the day decisions of the Daily Wire. And I do want to make it very clear because people are like, how could you possibly stay at Daily Wire after this? I have a very good relationship with the co-CEOs of the Daily Wire. Especially right now, the acting CEO is Caleb Robinson. He's a wonderful person. He's worked very hard to be where he's at. We have a lot in common that we connect on. And so people don't get to see that, which is unfortunate. Ben lives in Florida. He's not a part of the day-to-day movement of the Daily Wire. The rest of the hosts have their shows situated in Nashville. So we see each other every day. We talk. There's great camaraderie. Yes. And there's actually more agreement. There's actually a lot of people that are.
Now, I don't want to play too much of this because I don't want them to copyright me. But, what you guys think about this so far? I mean, I'm anxious to hear what Ben Shapiro has to say because, I've seen Ben Shapiro over the years, and I think he's a very intelligent guy. Normally, I agree with most of his takes on a lot of things that he says. This one is clearly out of context. I mean, I don't know specifically what he's upset about. Listen, I was born during the day, but I was born during the day, but I wasn't born yesterday. So I get the consensus of what he may be upset about, but I don't know what specifically made him this upset.
You guys, I think that Ben Shapiro has an unresolved issue with Candace Owens, and he's kind of angry with her for some reason, not because of the statement she made about Israel. Let me know what you guys think, because Ben Shapiro doing this is totally beneath him. I did not expect this for him because Ben Shapiro, that we all know, is a very, very intelligent man. And I believe that if there's anything that Candace did to him that made him this angry, he would have called her in private and they can settle this one amicably instead of bringing it out to the public, except perhaps he doesn't know that he was being recorded, like Candace Owens said. And oh my gosh, you guys, this is a very, very unexpected move from Ben Shapiro. And you guys, let me know your thoughts on this one, and let's wrap this video up.
Where he said what he said, but I'm anxious to see what his response will be, because right now it's positioned as if he's the aggressor. He's angry and he's kind of throwing out these attacks, and Candace is just sitting back and just like, hey, I'm chilling, you seem aggressive. And so I'm wondering what Ben Shapiro's response is. I think he has to respond at this point. I mean, he don't have to, but I think it'd be good for him to respond, or he's going to look like the bad guy.
Or, as I describe myself, just pro-America first, and I think I've been that way consistently throughout my political career.
On the internet, Candace Owens is out or something. That's doesn't sound like that's what it means.
Yeah, no, it's a small group of people. We see each other every day.
Right.
Brett Cooper is another one who just joined about 2 years ago. She's great. She's up and coming. And there's a lot of stuff that we're working on. And that's why I think this video is even more unfortunate, because people see him as a figurehead, rightfully so, of the Daily Wire. And it allows people to, speak energy into the Daily Wire that isn't necessarily there because he's not there on a day-to-day basis.
Okay, that's very interesting. So if we could take 3 steps back and give us the context for this debate. How are you on different sides of it? I haven't heard you endorsing Hamas. Like you're not. No.
Well, I have not endorsed Hamas in any way, and yet people have interpreted things that I say, or actually rather things that I don't say, it's becoming very much reminiscent to me, and why I have used my platform to say this, of Black Lives Matter, where if you don't say anything, they say your silence is violence. If you say something and it's even-handed and it's nuanced, which is to say, during the times of Black Lives Matter, you might say, I don't support police brutality. Who does? I don't support racism. Who does? But also, I think that police are a crucial part of every city. We need to have policing in cities, so these calls to defund the police are immoral and wrong and are going to lead to more Black deaths. People didn't want that nuance. When following George Floyd, there was no nuance. You had to explicitly say, defund the police. You had to post a black square. If you didn't post a black square on Instagram, by the way, specifically on the platform of Instagram, and you maybe were busy that day, maybe you were in another country.
So what do you guys think about this? I don't see anything wrong with what she's saying. I think if somebody with the Israeli conflict, if somebody is not informed and they don't really know what's going on and they don't say anything, I don't think that's a problem. I think that's probably wise, right? But if somebody's, I guess, saying a lot and don't know what they're talking about, that could be a problem. But what Candace is saying is that, look, I'm not putting myself out there to support a certain side. And so why is people mad at me for not saying something about it? And I don't know. I haven't seen Candace talk about it at all. I think I seen one or two clips somebody posted. And so, but in my mind, I never thought about it and be like, Candace ain't saying, I ain't never thought about it. I mean, everybody don't have to comment about everything every time. There's things that people get mad at me for not talking about. Like every police thing that ever happened, people think I should talk about it. It's like, man, I ain't know that. I ain't even seen that. I haven't studied the case. I don't know what that is. There was another conflict that happened somewhere, like Ukraine. I don't really talk about Ukraine because I don't understand none of that. And I have no interest. I just know we shouldn't be spending billions of dollars over there to do this, because then we end up in Israel. Now we in there, and then we're going to end up in Taiwan. And then before you know, we're going to be broke and dusted and disgusted. But I don't really talk about that because I don't really know. I don't even speak on that kind of stuff. And I don't know. I just don't talk about things unless I know what I'm talking about. And then when I know what I'm talking about, I talk as much trash as I can. So tell me, guys, what you guys think about this. I'm not trying to get in the middle of an argument. Y'all already know Candace is my girl. Candace is like my sister. So, I feel some type of way when people say stuff about her. But at the same time, for the interest of this video, I just want to be neutral and try to find out what exactly is happening. Now, I can call Candace, but I want to know what you guys think. Do you think that Ben Shapiro is wrong about what he said with the limited information you have? Do you think Candace is wrong about what she may have said on the internet or didn't say on the internet? I want to hear from you guys. That we might do a poll. We should do a poll on the channel and see what people think. But I may call Candace and say, well, what's this all about? Because I just haven't seen enough to see why there could be that much conflict. Because, I don't know. If I had somebody I was working with and they said something real crazy and it made me mad, like I wouldn't say nothing, right? I would try to leave it alone. Like even, and I'm being honest with y'all. If Candace says something that offended me,
yeah,
I'm not going to say anything publicly more than likely. I'll call on the phone and be like, hey, what happened? Yeah. I'm not going to be on here trying to go viral to talk about one of my good friends. And so maybe the two people aren't friends, maybe the conversation to come up, but I just, even if you ain't my friend, right? Let me just give you an example. I work with Daily Wire all the time. I thought that what he said was kind of weird, but I'm not really big on coming out and Ben Shapiro ain't, what I'm saying? I'm like, man, hold up. That was kind of weird, but hey, look, I don't know I don't know why he mad. You know what I'm saying? Let me not get too knee deep in that. I wouldn't say he's disgraceful and all that. I just wouldn't say that. I'm trying to think of anybody else I work with that I'm like, you got to do something real bad for me to like really come out on you like that. Like Steven Crowder did something real bad, right? I would never talk about Steven Crowder. I really like Steven Crowder. But then when he's talking to his wife like that and he was being fake about the Daily Wire thing, I said, the relationship is over between me and him at this point because I got to call this dude out. This is egregious what he's doing. And unless Candace were to do something, she have to put a Klan's hoodie on or something and start whipping black people or something for me to have to call her out. So to see Ben call her out was just kind of shocking to me.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm going to let Nick go home because we've been here for 12 hours.
You guys, I totally agree with everything Officer Tatum said. And to wrap up this video, what Ben Shapiro did was totally unexpected, because instead he went on to call her out in public, which was totally unacceptable. Let me know your thoughts on this one. I really had fun reacting to Officer Tatum. If you guys totally enjoyed watching, give this video a massive thumbs up, comment, share, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.